Alright, live. We're gonna go into Numbers chapter 12. You gotta take that in the back.
I'll be back in prayers now. Okay.
Shalom Mizo, we're back in line. And we're gonna do Numbers chapter 12. Reading the Hebrew first. Wata the bar Marayam Miriam, that's Miriam. Wa Aharon, that's Aaron. Ba Masha, Moses. Il Ha da Wat Ha a Sha'a Ha ka Shayat Ashura Laquak Kaya Asha Ha ka Shayat Lakak Waya Amarwa, verse 2. That's verse 2. Ha Rak Aka Ba Ma Sha Ba Masha, Moses. The bar spoke Yahweh Ha La'a Gum Banwa. The bar wa Ya Shammai Yahweh, verse 3. Waha Yash Masha Ainwa Ma'ad Makol Ha Adam Asherah Il Hanya Ha Adama, verse 4. Waya Amar Yahweh Patha Al Masha Wa Al Aharon Wa Al Marayam, that's Miriam. Taza O Shalash Shalashat come. You send out the link? Send out the link. I didn't get the link. All Ahal Ma Wa'id Waya Taza O Shalash Thumb, verse 5. Waya Rod Yahweh Ba'ai Ma Wad I none Waya I Mad Waya I Mad Pathak Ha Ha Ho Waya Pora Aharon Wa Mariam Waya Taza Awa Shan Yahum, verse 6. Waya Amar Shamaiwa Na Dabaria Yahaya Naba Ya Kam Yahweh Bamara Aha Al Yawa At Wa Dai Bakala Wom A the bar Bawa, verse 7, La A Khan I Badia Masha Bakal Bayatya Na A Man Ha Wa A, verse 8, Pa Al Pa A the bar Bawa Wa Ma Ra Aha Wa La A Baka Yat Sa Wa Sa Ma Nat Yahweh Yaba Yat Wa Ma Da Y La A Yara A Sam La the bar Ba I Bad Ya Ba Masha, verse 9, Wa Ya Kar Up Yahweh Bun Bum no Bum Wa Ya Laka, verse 10, Waha I Nun Sar Ma'il Ha A Hal Waha Naha Marayam Mataza Ra'ait Kashalga Waya Pon Aharon Al Marayam Waha Naha Mataza Ra'ait. Verse 11, Waya Amar Aharon Al Masha. I hear it echoing back. Baya Adanaya Al Naha Sashat Al Yanawa Kata At Ashara Nawa La Nawa Wa Ashara Kata Nawa. Verse 12, Al Naha Saha Ya Kamat Ashara Bataza Atwa Ma Rakma Mawa Waya Akal Katazaya Ba Shirawa. Verse 13, Waya Taza Ike Masha Al Yahweh La Amar Al Naha Rapah Rapah Na Laha. Verse 14, Wayamar Yahweh Al Masha Wa Ab Yaha Wa Ab Ya Yarak Ba Pan Yaha A La A Sa Kal Lam Shana Ait Ya Mayam Sa Gar Sha Ba'ait Yamayam Kama Watiza Lama Kanaha Wa A Kar Sa Sup. Verse 15. Watha Sa Gar Mara Yum Miriam Maka Watiza Lama Naha Shaba'ait Yamayam Waha Aim La'a Nasa Aid Ha'a Sap Marayam. Verse 16, the last verse.
You want 16 already?
Yeah, 16. Wa a car na sa Iwa Ha'aim Makataza Ra Wat Wayak Naya Bama the Bar Pa A Run. Nice. Numbers chapter 12. Yes. Numbers chapter 12, verse 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. Moses did that. Yeah, she was Ethiopian. So she was a different nation. This is an Ethiopian woman. So when Moses ran away after he killed the Egyptian, and then they found out, and they spoke to Moses. Moses left, and he left, and yeah, he left Egypt. He ran away.
He run away, or they put him out?
No, he left because they said, "Oh, they're gonna find out." He killed the Egyptian and buried him because he seemed striking an Israelite. So he killed him and buried him under the sand.
Oh, that's what he did?
Yeah, that's what Moses. So when Moses came and saw two Israelites were arguing, he spoke to them, decently.
Okay.
So they say, let me see. I just want to say.
That's why he really ran. He killed the
Yeah, they found out.
Egyptian.
Yeah, he killed the Egyptian because he was striking Israelites. So, Yeah, I just want to get a scripture.
He didn't know he was an Israelite at that time. We found out that he was a Jew.
That's what I'll find.
When he found out that found out he was a Jew, then he found that he was Jewish because of the thought of the mother. That's how he found out. He put it on ever since he was a baby. That's how he found out.
You're talking about the movies, man.
Hey, you get up about the movie, brother.
So
That was a beautiful thing, though, because
so
the Lord allowed her to raise her own child and get paid for it.
our own child.
Yeah, Moses. She adopted Moses, right?
What are you talking about?
One of the daughter of Pharaoh adopted Moses, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And then she called for Moses' mother, real mother, to come in and take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful thing, don't you think?
Isn't it in scripture?
Huh?
Well, let me get back to that.
Was his mother?
No, I'm reading from the scripture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me get this one.
Who's five then?
Oh. Right, for what? What we talking about? Moses.
I have to go back. I have
Pharaoh's daughter
to,
raised Moses, right? Adopted Moses. Right.
Mhm.
Then she called for Moses' mother to raise him. Right. This was settled by the Most High. That's a beautiful thing, right? Right. His own mother raised him and got paid for it. Even though she was a slave, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So,
Right.
he was a slave. But she raised him and got the benefits. That was a perfect setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. Well, even in slavery, yeah, I mean, he can make you pretty well off.
Right.
let me read this quickly. Exodus chapter 2, verse 11.
Chapter 2.
I just want to read this.
Exodus chapter 2, what?
Chapter 2, verse 11.
Verse 11.
11 what?
Exodus 2 and 11.
On 2 and 11? Mm-hmm.
This one and this one.
2 and 11, I got it.
2 and 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid himself in the sand, and hid him in the sand. Sorry. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did smite the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? Why do you smite your fellow? Because it's a different way that Moses saw the Egyptian striking the Hebrew, and he killed them.
Right.
But when they went out, come down, they saw the two Hebrews strove together. He's like, why, why do you do this?
So he knew who he was.
Yeah, Moses knew who he was. He was a Hebrew. He saw his brethren, and he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
Okay.
Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Mm-hmm.
So read down. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. So he fled because they don't fear to kill him. So Moses fled.
For life, yeah.
Yeah, Pharaoh would have probably killed him or something. So
And then we let him go to the desert.
then he fled. Then later on into the story that
The person that he killed, was he
he killed an Egyptian.
person that he killed,
He's an African.
what kind of position did he have?
Oh, what kind of position Moses had?
Yeah,
No, Moses, because he saw an Egyptian striking an Israelite.
What kind of position did the Egyptian have? Was he just a regular?
He probably was an overseer or something like that, and Moses just killed him.
Because he was beating on somebody else, and Moses stopped.
This is not one of his people.
Right.
So after Pharaoh found out, then Moses just like fled. So interesting that Moses came back in front of Pharaoh to tell him to let my people go. So here they say, who made it Lord over us, right? So you could read whatever, Exodus 2:11.
What's up?
To 14. So it's a sense that especially verse 14, especially verse 14. Exodus 2 verse 14. I read 11 to 14.
Then you wanted to 14?
No, then I want to see 14, right? So who made thee a prince and a judge over us, right?
Right.
So let's go back to
What's that? Exodus what?
let's go back to Numbers chapter 12.
Where's the Exodus?
Because Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. So they spoke out against it because the Most High is dealing with Moses on a high level. You know, he's the leader of the people. That the Most High used him to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt. So they start to, talk against it. Not as if some people may see that as if Moses was white and he married somebody black or something like that. No, because Israelites are black and Egyptians, the Ethiopians are black. So this woman was of another nation and she's of another way, but the Most High allowed him to be with this Ethiopian woman because this is like an inception of our nation, and the Most High allowed that. Just like how when
Esther?
no, yeah, Esther too.
What's that? Exodus 2 and 14 you had? Y'all can
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't seem like you answered your question.
No. I was thinking about even I was making redemption about Samson. When Samson married a woman, I never said like, why is he married to other woman, other nation? But it was up the Most High.
You said Exodus 2 and 14.
You talking about Delilah?
No, he didn't marry.
You're married, I don't think you slept well, you sleep with someone, I guess you married.
No, it's let me get it.
He didn't marry.
Yeah. Hold on.
He used him as a fool.
Yeah, but he didn't know that.
No.
Yeah, he was.
But I'm saying. Isn't I'm trying to find him.
What's that?
I know. I know when I mentioned something. Turn that down, please.
You playing me by itself.
But put this thing on mute. Take it back there.
Oh, I see us.
And it came on.
It's a turning thing on mute.
Puppy after me. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a slip in there. What? Now, how many pieces I got? Oh. Ah!
I can't find it right now, but all right, let's go back to the Ethiopian woman. Verse 2, and they said, had the Lord indeed spoke only by Moses? So the Most High is dealing with Moses all along now. Hmm? Verse 2, Numbers 12 and 2.
What happened is you see the way Miriam spoke against Moses. You know, in family,
Aaron.
there's always some kind of contention.
Oh,
And especially when the Mosai is speaking to you, then he speaks to the next person. And when you look at it, in that situation that Moses is in, it's not more so he married an Ethiopian woman. There's more to the story, but which is not said, right? It's like it's a like a prophet is not without honor, is not with honor except in his own country, right? Well, like Moses, the Yahusha didn't do much miracle in his own hometown. So it's the same thing. Moses being chosen as the leader, and Moses speaking with Aaron also. Now they pretty much contest, Moses' leadership.
Okay.
Right, so it's like contention for Moses, and I'll show you. Let's read if I can, Exodus 4:30. Show that the Most High speak to Aaron also, and Miriam also speak good words about the Most High.
Okay.
So they all in this together, but they contest Moses' leadership because they know Moses. Moses lived with them every day, wake up in the same house.
Right.
That's why they said. So the Most High puts you. Who put you? Most High put you as a leader over us. Who put you as a leader over us? It's like contention.
They didn't want to believe that he was.
Right, contention among the family. But the Most High chose Moses as the leader to lead the people.
Right.
Yeah, because it's so interesting about how they say, who made thee Lord over us?
Right.
And in turn, and it was a regular like everybody else.
Right. Right. So and they
So-
try to accuse him as doing the wrong thing by marrying the Ethiopian woman. But it was more so about contention for rulership, for leadership.
And the Most High allowed it.
Yeah, because they've been ruling under Moses, but they got too big and thought they would have told Moses what to do.
Right, because Moses also speak to them. It's just like, man, the Most High ain't speak only you, he speak to me too.
Right.
Right?
Not knowing that Moses was the man.
The man that the Most High chose.
Right. He was chosen one.
They were just helping him out.
Come on, so let's see. Exodus 44 and 30.
Let me see.
Not 4. Exodus chapter 4, verse 30.
Let me see what let me write this down.
Exodus.
Chapter 4 and verse 30.
Okay.
Exodus 4.
In verse 30, it says, and Aaron spake all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses. Right? He spake all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, and did the sign in the sight of the people. Right? So all the words that the Most High had spoken unto Moses, he did.
Okay.
Showing that the Most High was speaking to him, but he was acting through Moses. But Moses being the family member, he did not have much respect, because it's among
He wasn't a
family.
good speaker.
Right, but he's among family too. The respect you get from stranger is different than what you get from family.
Right.
Right? They speak to you differently, right?
Right.
Because you don't have the same honor. So that's in the context of why they try to put Moses down.
Okay.
Or family, or when Yahushua, Jesus, like, oh, your mother, your brother, are here, when they came to him.
Right.
So I just want to read Yeah, Moses married an Ethiopian woman, right? I just want to read this quickly. Judges 14 and 1. All right. Judges 14 and 1. And Samson went down to Timnah and saw a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. And he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. Now therefore get her for me to wife.
Ooh, he wanted to get it for his wife, huh?
Yeah. Then his father and his mother said unto him, is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren, or among all my people, that thou goest to take a wife of the uncircumcised Philistine? And Samson said unto his father, get her for me, for she pleaseth me well. But his father and his mother knew not that it was of the Lord that he sought an occasion against the Philistines, for at that time the Philistines had dominion over Israel. So, this get a daughter from my brethren, why the uncircumcised Philistine? But it was of the Most High. So the Most High allowed. So when people see certain things, oh yeah, Moses had an Ethiopian woman, and why can't I have a woman of another nation too? Samson did it, Moses did it, but it's like, no, not in this age. You're supposed to go and marry the heathen, or the heathen as our spouse. We're not supposed to be doing that. Right now we are a big nation, and we have 12 tribes, and we could
Whole lot
choose.
of women.
Yeah, we could choose, a woman of our nation, and back in the day when we had our land, we're in our land, we're supposed to stay within our tribe and marry within our tribe to keep the inheritance going in our tribe. So the inheritance, they'll go from tribe to tribe to tribe to tribe.
Let
Okay.
me ask you something about that. It's all right for me to be with Ephraim. Yeah.
Well, Israelite,
Yes, he's Israelite.
is an Israelite, but isn't a is but I say when we were in our homeland, the Most High said to marry within our tribe, so the inheritance don't go from land to from tribe to tribe to tribe to tribe. You understand?
Yeah.
It's easy,
A
huh?
Judah woman.
Yeah. So
I like to find that verse.
I mean, oh, that the inheritance. Just look at the inheritance. Don't go from tribe to tribe. Just say, oh, Judah decide to run over to Gad or something, and the Judite woman are there is like, wow, why can't you stay with Judah?
Black woman.
Because even right now, to just say a Judite man is like, wow, I want to go to Ephraim, I want to go to another tribe, a northern tribe, and so on and so forth. And a Judite woman is like, why can he come to us? In a sense, because it's first of all, huh?
You mess with a Judah woman?
No.
Okay, well, you go. But you have.
Yes, I've had, but I'd rather stay with my
You
Benjamin.
rather stay in your own tribe.
I'd rather stay with it because it's like it's the same nation, yeah, but it's a language and is a culture and so on and so forth.
But if you get lonely and you can't find a Benjamin, then you have to settle for whichever tribe you can get.
Well, I prefer a Benjamin. There's a ton.
But what I'm saying, if you can't find one, then you have to settle for whatever of the 12 tribes you can get.
I would go and get one. I would go. No. I would go and get a Benjamin.
You didn't do that. You settled for a Judah, right?
No. Let's continue the scriptures, please.
You gotta be
Realistic.
right. You gotta be real. Okay. All right, let's move on.
We could talk this after the service.
Oh, damn. All right.
So verse 2. like the scriptures are other scriptures I read.
Anybody got a belt?
And they said, had the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses, had he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. So the Most High heard it, you know. Why are they coming up? Why are they coming up against Moses now? You know, coming up against him, and the Most High hear it. Verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. So Moses, in the sense that it's like they're coming up against me. These are my, you know, they're all Levites. They're all from one tribe. You know, brother and sister. You know, and they're coming up against him now. You know, only by Moses. That's when I bring. That's when I read verse 2. Still on verse 2.
Verse 2.
Exodus 20 and 19.
Exodus 20 and 19.
I want you to read that for me, please.
Before you read that, and you see in verse 3, where it says, it follows by saying Moses was the man that was meek, right? It was very meek, just to show you by implying they were using Moses of pride, right? And Moses was not a prideful person. That was a false accusation right there by saying that, you know, it says, is Most High only speak to you? Or the Most High speak to us too? The Most High is not a prideful person. I mean, Moses is not pride. That's why it follows by telling you Moses was very meek.
Okay.
So he did not have a problem with pride.
Exodus 20, verse 19.
Exodus 20, verse 19, it says, unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak us, lest we die.
Let's not God speak with us, lest we die. Because after the Most I gave the 10 commandments, right? Read verse 18 first, so they can understand what's coming. After the 10 commandments, right? And verse 18 came.
And all the people saw the thundering and the lightning and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
So they moved back. So we were, you know, there was a thing, you know, separating us too at a distance. So when we saw all the lightning and the trumpet and the smoking, people backed up. So they backed up, right?
Back up.
So they gave Moses, verse 19, the respect. Right? Read it again, 19 again.
And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die.
So there wasn't any dispute there to saying that, you know, who the Most High is dealing with. The Most High dealing with Moses on a higher level to give him the 10 commandments to come down to give to the people.
Right.
So after all that lightning and things like that, everybody backed up. There wasn't any dispute about who was the leader.
They knew.
But right here now, they said as if the Most High spoken only by Moses. Right? So they disputing here, but back in Exodus, they say let Moses speak to us, and not the Most High. So after they said Moses was a meek man, verse 4. Verse 4, and the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they three came out. So the Moses is like, three of you guys come out, right? Coming out to the Most High. Verse 5, and the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. So the Most High calling Aaron and Miriam, the two were talking against Moses. Call them out, because they're the one talking about Moses now.
Right.
And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
Okay.
So Moses is the prophet, vision, dreams. Verse 7, my servant Moses is not so, because he's dealing with Moses on a high level, is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. Verse 8, with
Right. And Moses, right? At the same time, when he started out, he didn't start out as humble as he became. He became humble through trials and tribulations and experience.
Okay.
When he started out, you remember he killed somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a characteristic of being humble.
Right.
That means he was proud in his nation. Right? He would be standing out for his people. But through trials and tribulation, through experience, he become humble.
Verse, I put up verse 7.
Verse 7.
Because he was very confident in his ability when he started out. Right after a while, the Most High started using him, and now he become more reliant on the Most High, more than his own abilities, right? More than his own strength to be able to stand for Israel and get rid of somebody that's beating his people. Right. So now you rely on the Most High.
Right.
Because if he was before, he probably would have rumbled with his family. But at that point, he becomes so humble. He just calmed down.
Calm down.
Yeah. He was smack very.
I ain't say all that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go into all of that now. So I just mean Exodus 3, when the Moses had to burn the bush. So Moses saw that, and then Exodus 3 and 5.
Exodus 3 and 5.
Yes, Gabar, read that for me. So when he's gonna deal with the Most High now, he saw the burning bush, and then he went there, right?
Right.
To Exodus 3 and 5.
Exodus 3 and 5.
I just wanna maybe to verse 3.
I hope so. You gotta be right down.
Maybe
Exodus 3 and 5. And he said, draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
So it's a humbling experience for the Most High. The Moses to take off your shoes, right?
The holy ground area.
To take off his shoes, that's a humble thing for the Moses to do. That the Moses instructed him to take off his shoes because it's holy ground.
Right.
So there's a humble person instructed to do that, and Moses would take off his shoes. This is the holy ground. So,
Verse 7, okay.
so my servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. So Moses is a humble person. He was very meek, right? Dealing with the Most High on a high level like that. You know, you have to be a humble person because you see
Very.
all that lightning and back in Exodus chapter 20, verse 19, you saw all that, and the Most High tells you to come up to submit yourself to the Most High like that, and to get the instructions from the Most High. You have to humble yourself. Humble yourself to get all of that. So verse 8, with him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were he not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Because remember, the Most High called up Moses in Mount Sinai to come up and to deal with Moses and speak to him, speak to him mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth. Yeah, face to face. There you go.
Yeah, face to
Not mouth
face.
to mouth, man. Come on. That's where it says mouth
Speak to
mouth.
him.
It do. I wouldn't read that.
But you gotta break it down layman.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah, it says mouth to mouth.
You said mouth to mouth, people might
See,
be their own
he was gay.
interpretation.
No, he's cold-blooded.
But
We know that Moses, he wasn't in need of.
I mean, we know this. I mean, we know this. People out there in the world might say, man, see, Moses and
He was gay.
Yeah, people won't say things like
Please,
people in the
please.
world, you'll be surprised what people in the world do.
Yeah,
They
right.
put the angels, naked in pictures.
Right,
You know,
as little
Yeah.
as
baby.
little babies, naked little babies.
Yeah,
You know
okay.
what I mean? If they see something like that, people take it and run with it.
I know.
That's why it's important to break it down so that people understand.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not what it meant. In this world we live in, people take the word of the Most High and twist it into their own.
Mhm.
Yeah. Need the top.
Hmm.
You don't believe, man. You don't believe
Like, you read.
All right.
it. Chastise him. You gotta chastise him. Be shame. You gotta chastise him.
That's what I want. Exodus 33 and 11.
Exodus 2:32.
Exodus what? Yeah, open up.
Exodus 33 and 11.
33 and 11.
Yeah, that's already quickly.
Was that 32 or 33?
33, Exodus 33 and 11.
33 and 11.
Okay, who reading
Mhm.
it?
Go on, you can read that for me, please.
And they also, where it says face to face, people might say, see, this is what I tell you, man. The Bible got contradiction. Because they said nobody can see my face and live. So
Yeah.
right here it said face to face. Come on, man.
Right, they're taking a run, like you said.
Yeah. He said face to face.
Mhm.
But and then he said no one can see my face and live. So what is
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Because the Most High is giving Moses the 613 commandments, especially the 10 commandments,
Well, he only,
right?
you
So-
only see Moses. You only see the Most High through the bush.
Hmm?
He never seen him.
You
He seen
never
the
see
fire.
him. He came through the bushes. Fire.
Yeah.
He send the spirit.
Yeah,
the bushes
he
for him to
speak to,
see. he
he spoke to the
him.
Most
bushes
High.
spoke to him.
Yeah, through
Right. He
Right,
never-
that
like the
was
bushes.
the talk of the fire.
That's the Most High speaking.
Right, but
The
he
Most
never
High can
seen him.
speak to us like that, but Yahweh Shai speak to us.
He never seen him.
Yeah, nobody can see the Most High face and live.
That's right.
But it's like Moses, in a sense, that he's there, and the Most High is speaking to him directly.
Through the bushes.
To how the Most High speak. Yeah, to the Spirit, that is speak to him, like on a one-on-one basis.
No,
Not face to there, but
The burning bush.
it's like one-on-one speaking to the monk. You don't see the monk, but you know the Most High.
He sent the Spirit to the bush. Speak to him.
No, he spoke to him through the bush. Who spoke through? God talked to Moses through the fiery bush. Right.
Right.
He ain't seen no spirit. He talked to him through the bush. Right. He ain't seen nobody. He can talk to him through the bush. Right.
And even in Exodus, same 33 and 18, and he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. So let me see, let's say, let's say 18. And he said, and this is Moses, and he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercies. Show mercy. And he said, thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live.
Right.
So
when you see a form of the Most High, you don't really see the Most High. You see a form, you see an image, but you don't really see the Most High.
You see him.
Think you see the Most High, you can't see the Most High's face. You see a form, but you cannot identify. But you know by the appearance, it's the Most High.
Read 23. That'll tell you all right there. Brother in the front.
yeah.
You see my back.
Yeah, read it for me, please.
Okay, and I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back part, but my face shall not be seen.
Exactly.
We in the Bible now, Jack. I want to say something, but we don't in the Bible right now. You see my behind, but you didn't see my face.
Right.
See, he's in the part.
You see a form, but you don't see the Most High.
Hey, God.
Yeah.
And Job.
So you can imagine that, and Moses saw that, he's like, wow. What you say, Kahan Pakwat?
In Job 4:16 described the same thing. He saw a form.
Job.
Right.
4:16.
Right.
4:16. Job. I'm gonna write this down here. Thou see my back
He saw a
part.
form, but he could not identify it. You know the way you identify somebody?
Face.
You gotta see the person's face.
Right.
You gotta see the person's face. If I see you going and I see your back, I can't say that's you because I cannot identify.
I didn't see his face.
Right, I didn't see his face.
Job
Let's read
4,
it real fast.
Job 4,
16.
4 and 16.
Did you see his face? No, I didn't see his face, I just see his back part like God when he came out and talked to Moses.
Right.
They're gonna say if you don't shut up in the courtroom, no, then the Bible says that.
It says 4:16. It says,
Lock him. What's your name, man?
nah. I'll read from 15 to 16.
All right, go ahead.
It says, then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up.
Wow.
Right? It says, the hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still. That's the image, right? The image stood still. It said, it stood still.
Right.
But I could not discern the form thereof.
You couldn't make it out.
You couldn't make it out because he could not identify it. It says, an image was before mine eyes. Right? An image was before his eyes, but he could not identify it. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying, shall mortal man be more just than God? So that was the Most High speaking.
Okay.
But he could not identify it. He see the form, but he could not identify it.
Wow. You can't see the moon.
So when they say face to face, we gotta understand it's a figurative speech,
Right.
but not seeing the Most High's face to identify it.
Yeah.
Can no man see him in there?
Like other nations might have decided, oh, they're gonna draw what the Most High look like, or it look like this, or it look like that. It's like, no, you can't. So verse 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, Aaron and Miriam, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leprosy.
So
Yeah.
verse 10, you can read Leviticus 13. The white in the skin.
Leviticus what?
No melanin. No melanin in the skin. So like Esau, he's a clean leper. He's a clean leper. So
Leviticus 13.
Leviticus chapter 13, you see about, leprosy.
The whole
10
chapter?
and 11. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, you coming. Leviticus 13 and what?
Leviticus 13, it says, when a man shall have his flesh scab, bright spot in his skin.
But what verse? That's what he asked me about.
Yeah, let me find.
9, 10, 11.
It is the plague of leprosy.
Well,
Verse 13, verse 3. Leviticus 13, verse 3. And the priest shall look on the plague in the skin of the flesh, and when the hair in the plague is turned white, and the plague inside be deeper than the skin of his flesh, it is the plague of leprosy, and the priest shall look on him and pronounce him unclean. It's deeper than the skin. It's leprosy.
So what about people living today? Would they be up there?
Like so-called white people that have no melanin
Right.
in their skin.
Well, they just what? White. They clean lepers.
Clean lepers, yes.
They clean leprosy.
Yeah. It's not killing them.
No.
What about when Moses up there in the sheriff doing that?
Yes, that became leper. Because
Okay.
I seen Amalek, I see, so-called white people do like a cartoon and say, oh, my hand is diseased. Because if they stick their hand in the bosom and take it out, they're clean lepers. So they don't understand the scriptures saying that Moses was dark from the beginning, and when he put his hand in his bosom, became leprous. And he put his hand in his bosom back again and became natural as his normal flesh. So the so-called Edomites, so-called whites, they are clean leper. They have leprosy. So a lot of times too, sometimes you see that you just live amongst them and work amongst them, and you don't even pay too much attention. But when you really look at them, you look at them, in the skin deep, and you look closely, you see something missing in them.
You got no melanin in their skin?
Yeah, no melanin. That melanin that keep us even yeah. And then the hair, it talks about the hair. Yeah, it talks about that the plague it turned white in the hair, deeper than the skin in his flesh, pronounce him unclean. And as far as I concerned, and the Lord,
The boy played in it. Yeah, leprosy.
so as
What's the name of this show?
far as I can, 4:15, put that mark upon Cain, as I understood.
Right. So when you look at Miriam, right, become a leprous back then.
Gonna go with the 7 days?
You like one considered dead walking.
Yeah, because you're like, Wow.
like a dead person walking.
But they know what it
So
was.
by the Most High plague them with that, but they know that once you have that plague of his lesson, but while walking you're dead. That's how you were considered back then, right?
Right. You're
Right. So
walking
now
dead.
by Most High put that on Miriam,
Mhm.
he made her, that's why they when they look at it, they were like, man, she's like a dead person walking.
Mhm.
Right? So that's how he made her outside being looked at just as dead.
Yeah, let me read further on down. So,
Right?
yeah, further on down. Let me read that. She became leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Allah, verse 11. Yeah, back in Numbers chapter 12. I'm back in Numbers chapter 12, verse 11.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
Mhm.
Yeah, because open up thy mouth against Moses, as if the Most High is only dealing with Moses and not them. Not why not them also?
It was a piece of jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. That's what it was.
So back in Exodus 20 and 19, they like what I reiterate, they like speak to us, don't want the Most High speak to us, but the Most High brought them, brought the three of them out, bring them. I'm bringing Aaron and Miriam out. So it's like it's a fearful thing when the Most High to call you out like that and bring the both of them.
Right.
And then since I say, I was thinking in the sense that since Aaron, is a priest,
Where do you get the verse 14?
since Aaron is the priest and things like that, so when the Most High, check the both of them too, and plague put leprosy upon Miriam. Verse 12, let her not be as one dead. Don't let her be like that, like she's dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. Verse 13, and Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, heal her now, O God, I beseech thee. Heal her now, because how she looked was like, wow. Verse 14, and the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. For 7 days let her shut out from the camp. Because even in Leviticus,
They serious about spitting in your face in the Bible. Would Jesus put his fingers in the girl's ear?
well, that's a difference.
But no, they spitting though.
Stop that. If you were receiving that if you were receiving that miracle, you'd be very happy.
Spit all on me, Jesus. Look at my back hurt right here. Spit on me.
So even Leviticus chapter 13 verse 4.
Wait, hold on. Let's get it, please, if you don't mind. The lock. Leviticus who?
13 verse 4.
Leviticus chapter 14.
13 verse 4.
13 verse 4. Verse 14.
Yeah, he said word lock. This one here, he too, man. Laha.
13 verse 4.
13, 4.
Yeah, read that for me, please.
Okay.
Man child.
Son, if the bright spot be white in the skin of his flesh, and his sight be not deeper than the skin, and the hair thereof be not turned white, then the priest shall shut up him that has the plague 7 days.
So for 7 days,
There.
yeah. for 7 days. So it's not like saying the Moses wasn't gonna bring her back right then and there because Moses intervened and begging the Moses right then and there, like do it now. But the Moses like
What did he holler at?
7 days.
Right.
He gave his word, that was it.
No, because it says now.
Oh, he wanted it now, but Moses.
Yeah, because it is his
7
sister
days,
too.
and that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah. The house.
Yeah, Kahan Pakwat.
And when you look at Miriam, outside appearance with the leprosy reflect her inside. That's what the most I wanted to show you in a nutshell.
So that's what he wanted to show.
Yeah. But outside become lepers as dead, it just showed inside. That's how she looked.
Oh, okay.
Her inside was just as bad as outside.
Okay.
Because she was not looking out for the interests of the people, but she had self-interest.
And he figured he pulled out of it.
They pull it, yeah.
Yeah, how quickly they forget from Exodus
It's like
20 and 19.
Like, her mind was on something else.
Right, her mind was something else again.
But the Most High, he seen it and pulled it out.
Pull it out
And
put
made
it
a
on the
prime
outside.
example for it.
Put it
So-
on the outside as a form of leprosy.
So now is a sense of don't speak against Moses anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
It's like kids now disrespect the adults. They disrespecting him, but these are
But
grown
this-
people.
Yeah, this is on a higher level because they
Right.
seen the Most High deal with Moses on a high level like that, and they came out to talk against him, and they see what the Most High did to Miriam and check the both of them. So they're like, wow, let me not speak against this anymore or any other time, So shut her up 7 days. That's a humbling experience.
But when
She's-
you come
she's
back,
like
everybody
that.
staring at you. You know,
No.
black people, that should go right here.
Yeah, shut her up. So she's outside the camp, humbled for 7 days. Behind Pakwa.
And another thing that we got to consider, when you are a leader of Israel, the Most High is dealing with you, you are open to criticism. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean what you're being accused of is true. Right? But you will be accused.
because some people might be ambitious. They're like,
Right.
why can't
At
what?
the same time, is the balance, right? At the same time, when you look, and you're a leader also, we shouldn't have hidden target, meaning somebody say something against you, and you hold it, you're waiting for the next time to strike against them. Right?
It's not tit for tat,
Right,
eye for an eye, for tooth for tooth.
Right. Rather, you gotta pray for that person, rather than hitting against them and waiting for the right time to get them back on what they did. If Moses was doing that, he would not have prayed the Most High to heal her as soon as he put the leprosy on her.
Yeah,
Because family is family no matter what. So Moses was there to put intercession between Israel and bring the message, their complaint to the Most High.
Right.
At the same time, Moses become humble and experienced, still look out for his people, even when they talk against him.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So that's her humbling. That's a humble experience for her to be out there, shut out the camp for 7 days. Chapt. Yes.
And to be plagued with the shout out for 7 days is not too much of a
The punishment.
It's not too much of a punishment compared to leprosy. You remember when Cain and Abel? He said,
Yeah.
no, if people see me like that, they will kill me.
Yes.
Because to have leprosy is not a good thing because you like a dead person.
Right.
People don't want to associate
You
themselves.
got a mark on it, so
Right.
that's why it's
They
Yeah.
gotta get there. They gotta get rid of it because you're already dead to begin with.
So,
Right.
just like look at Esau sometimes. You look close up on their skin, it's like, wow, they really look like they have that,
They get that blood look.
huh?
Like when they have their shirt, like summertime in here, yeah. Right here, they be red and wrinkled. Look, they look.
But even look
Coachy.
even look close on their skin, you look
Yeah.
close on their skin and you look at it, it's like,
Yeah, I know.
wow,
But
something
you was
is.
black, don't you, man?
That they even have all kind of chocolate spray and tanning and all that stuff, trying to get some kind of
Oh, they wanna be black so bad.
some kind of color to them because they know because deep down they know they're lacking
Yeah,
that melanin.
Yeah,
they do. That's why they got cancer law. That's what they're going for, black people.
But even that lady who won the NAACP, trying to tan up herself, put on a black wig and trying to say she black.
Oh yeah, I remember that. She was working. It worked for a while. You remember that on TV?
Yes.
It was a white woman. Oh, she dressed up like a sister chick, skirt and everything, butt, breast, and everything. Worked for a while, didn't it?
NAACP. She had on a black wig, a hairstyle, and she tanned herself too. She she like tanned herself too, trying to get some kind of color in her skin and try to be around black people.
What's up?
And somebody came to her and said, "Aren't these your parents?" I said,
I don't know those names.
they were white as ever.
That's how they found out?
Yeah, they found, but she passed it for a while, you know.
She did it for a while. She got fired, but she got fired.
Yeah, Dolan or something like that.
If I was cracking up,
Because
we some bad people. We can't try to be white. Remember back in the day, Mr. James, they had us playing, put white clay on our face, playing part Amos and what's the other dude? Yeah, put white clay on us to make us look white on us.
yeah. All right, let me.
Michael James, they changed the chemicals, did
Because it's like the scripture says.
Then he tried to get him to do his identity as being white, but he didn't do it. He still did what he's supposed to do as being black.
He should have stayed with that big thick nose guy gave us. Yeah, we got big people noses.
Like it says, Jeremiah 2:33. That's when I talk about it. Why?
Oh,
yeah.
Jeremiah. Oh, you know we slow. Jeremiah 2:32.
I'm just saying it out. I'm not, related to here.
I got here.
Jeremiah 2:33.
Yeah, Patak, read that for me. 2:33.
33. Here you go. Let me just read it for you. Can he make? No, wait.
No, Patak, read that for me.
Oh, Masak, go ahead. Represent. Boy. There is saying in the book to be black. You got to be good to be black, Brother James. All right. You ain't black. Oh, this Becky here, you got you gotta have the wool here. Oh boy, got some clean reading. They make new shows like Russell Crowe. He's a good actor. They got him playing Noah. Come on, man. Little white boy playing God. He's white. You play Batman. He played Moses. Oh.
You got to talk.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 2:33.
Jeremiah 2:33. He said, "Why the trumpet?
No, why?
No, why trumpet thou thy way to seek love? Therefore, hast thou also put the wicked one thy ways."
So it's so coming back now with like leprosy and blonde wig and bleaching of skin and so on and so forth. So we're trying to look like the oppressor with the white doll, not the black doll. All this bleaching and things like that. So with this leprosy, they have leprosy, but we see them all the time in the movies and the magazine and the internet and all that stuff. And we figured that we want to be like them. But in reality, they wish they were us.
I ain't never gonna be white.
So coming back to verse 14, she shut up for 7 days. And after that, let her be received in again. So she's humbled for 7 days until she get back to normal. Verse 15, and Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days. Somebody at the door?
Oh, that's him. Tell her right. Be your wife. Oh, that's your wife. Turn around, Hebrew. You go out there, right, to tell us if we sing high.
Verse 15. Verse 15, and Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. So it was so serious that it stopped the camp from moving because we had to wait for Miriam to get back to her normal skin tone. So we had to wait 7 days.
No, it's cold, we read. Huh?
So we as the Israelite, as the nation, we stood 7 days, wait till Miriam get back to her regular skin tone. Okay? So verse 16, and afterward the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. So Aaron and Miriam are going to talk against Moses anymore because the Most High check them. Yeah, you know, keep that mouth, you know, keep your criticism to yourself. Keep all that talk to yourself. So that's in the Sabbath service, and next Sabbath service is Mark chapter 10 and 11.
10, 11, Mark.
And the color is khaki. Mark 10 and 11. So make sure you read up so we can have a good service. All right.
You hear my conversation?
So, in the comments, Shalom Israel. Stay tuned for the closing prayers.
What, no more bags? No more big bags?
Somebody get the blinds?
You're in the service still.
Still in the service. Shalom Israel. Have a blessed week.
Okay.
Stay tuned for the closing prayers. Barakata Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Asherah, Nathan Haria, Hagapan, the water, Aman, La, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, At Yasha'ala. Blessed are you, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, that give to us the fruit of the vine. Thank you, so be it to Yahweh in the name of Yahushai with Israel. I Madwa Panya Jerusalem, stand and face Jerusalem. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Shammai, Lanawa, Aitha, Yamyan, Aitha, Shalak, Ma'aka'ala, Wa'ala Ayam, Tazwadakim, La, Shamar Ayel, Barak, Rapah, Makan, Wahakazayak, Banya, Yasha'ala, Washalak, Lanawa, Rabiam, Kakama, Rabiam, the Ait, Rabiam, Bayana, Rabiam, Sabalamwat, Rabiam, Amawan, Rabiam, Aqua, Rabiam, Ahabiam, Rabiam, Hakana, Rakanawa, Washalak, Kal, Katayamnawa, Lawarakiam, Weasha'ala, Tamyad, Waibalam, Basham, Yahawashai, the water, Aman. The four corners prayer, Yahweh, Basham. No, wait a minute. Hold on one second. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please listen to us. Now, right now, send Michael and the righteous power angel to watch over, bless, heal, protect, and make strong the children of Israel, and send to us much wisdom, much knowledge, much understanding, much patience, much faith, much brotherhood, much love, much spiritual protection, and forgive all our sins for the brothers and Israel, always and forever. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. The four corners prayer. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushua, Barak Nawa, Weasha'ala, Wabati Saporim, Shammai, Yasharela, Yahweh, Alahainawa, Yahweh, Kud. Shalom, Israel. Enjoy the rest of the Sabbath.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Dr. Juan.